You've probably heard that you should pay off all your debt before you invest a single dollar. It sounds responsible, and for some people, it's exactly right. For a lot of other people, that blanket advice is actually the wrong call, and it can quietly cost you tens of thousands of dollars over your working life. Here's the reality check most advice skips. Not all debt is the same, and treating a 22% credit card the same way you treat a 4% student loan is how people end up making the wrong move with real money. If you've been sitting on extra cash every month, too nervous to invest because you still have some kind of debt, you're not being responsible. You're probably leaving money on the table without realizing it. The mistake most people make is treating debt as one single emotional category instead of a math problem with very different answers depending on the interest rate attached to it. A credit card charging you 22% and a student loan charging you 4.5% are not the same decision. But most advice lumps them together under one word, debt, and tells you to attack all of it the same way before you do anything else. The other piece people miss is what they're giving up while they wait. Every month you delay investing to aggressively pay down low-interest debt is a month you don't get back. And time in the market is one input you can never buy more of later. Here's where the real leak happens. A lot of employers match part of what you put into a retirement account, often somewhere around 3 to 5% of your pay. If you're putting every spare dollar toward a low-interest loan and contributing nothing to get that match, you're walking away from money your employer was ready to hand you for free. That's not caution. That's an unforced error that has nothing to do with debt at all. The second leak is quieter. Every year you spend fully focused on a 4% loan instead of splitting money toward investing is a year of compounding growth that never gets a chance to start. And those early years matter more than almost any other year that follows them. Let's run two real scenarios. Say you have a credit card balance at 22% interest. There is no realistic investment that reliably beats 22%, so every extra dollar toward that balance is effectively a guaranteed 22% return. In that case, paying the debt down aggressively is the correct move. Full stop. Now say you have a student loan at 4.5% instead. Long-term investing has historically returned somewhere around 7% a year on average, though that number moves and isn't guaranteed. If you put an extra $200 a month toward that loan instead of investing it, over 10 years you save some interest, but you also give up the chance for that same $200 to grow at a materially higher rate. Run that gap over 10 years, and the investing path often comes out several $1,000s ahead, even after accounting for the loan you're still slowly paying down. This is where the rate gap rule comes in. Compare the interest rate on your debt to a realistic expected return on investing, which most people can reasonably estimate somewhere in the 6 to 8% range for long-term investing. If your debt rate is more than about 2 to 3 points higher than that expected return, prioritize the debt. If your debt rate is close to or below that expected return, split your extra money, invest enough to get any employer match in full, and put the rest toward a mix of both instead of an all-or-nothing decision. This isn't about picking a side forever. It's about running the actual numbers for your specific debt instead of applying one rule to every kind of debt you'll ever have. Wealth Nexus rule. Match the free money first, then let the interest rate decide the rest. First, if your employer offers any kind of retirement match, contribute at least enough to get the full match before you send extra money toward low-interest debt. That's an immediate return nothing else on this list can match. Second, write down every debt you have with its actual interest rate next to it, not the balance, the rate. That one list will tell you almost everything about where your extra money should go. Third, for anything above roughly 7 to 8% interest, prioritize paying it down. For anything meaningfully below that, split your extra money between the debt and investing instead of picking only one. If breakdowns like this one help you make clearer money decisions, the Wealth Nexus newsletter sends one practical framework like this every week. Straight to the point, no fluff attached. If you want help running this exact comparison for your own situation, the Financial Blueprint Workbook includes a debt versus invest worksheet that walks you through the rate gap rule with your real numbers. Pay off debt or invest was never supposed to be a permanent team you pick. It's a math problem with a different answer for every interest rate you're carrying. Grab the free match, let the rate gap guide the rest, and you'll stop leaving money on the table in either direction. Like and subscribe.